My name is Njasang Nji. Today is September 29th, 2019. I have been financed by Verla Franklin to commit acts of terrorism in Cameroon. I was also financed by Carl Kia in Nigeria, and I was financed by another man two men that I've never met. I've never met all of them, but some have given me cash, two have given me cash through other people, and I was supposed to disrupt the national dialogue. I have been caught. I told the Cameroon government where the other two bombs were in my house, and it is in their keeping now. And I am working with them, trying to work with them to stop any more terrorist actions.
Pay those fake ID cards. You know it's Cameroon. Fake the ID card, go into the hotel, reserve a room. Once you reserve a room there, it's over. Just pretend they say the job go get lunch. Then you come back, you know, and then you come on you. You don't already visit you, check you out. That's it. Visit Yaoundé and Douala. Visit the hotels, visit the municipalities, and you visit the ministries. The ministries are very open. Everyone can visit the ministry. Nangabokos can visit the ministry. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? And they can use the toilets. There are toilets in the ministry. They can use the toilet. It's a free public toilet. Oh.
Mr. Njasang Nji, I want to confess that I am guilty of coming to Douala to pick up arms to go to Yaoundé so that me and some Amba boys can kill some gendarmes. I was encouraged by the Kingston Jackson. I was encouraged by him to do missions, and so I came to Douala. This is my second time, my second mission. I came to Douala to pick up some weapons, and after that we will go back to Yaoundé. He would get in touch with some Ambas from different parts, maybe some from Douala, and we will go do a mission in Yaoundé or some missions in Yaoundé to kill some gendarmes.
Visit the municipalities. Visit municipalities in Yaoundé and Douala. Visit them. You know the meaning of visit? This is a strategy. Visit municipalities in Yaoundé and Douala. Visit them. Look at how they are being built. I don't need to explain further. Visit municipalities and Douala, and even hotels in Yaoundé. Visit them. Visit those hotels. Visit municipalities. Visit the ministries and take strategies from them. Oh, simple strategy. You will panic Yaoundé and Douala. You will shake Yaoundé and Douala. You will get freedom in 2 weeks.
My country people them. So you have heard Tapang Ivo Taanku speaking, talking about exporting the terrorism into the Francophone zone. These people have been planning this for several months. He was speaking on the 18th of November 2018. About 10 or 11 months ago that he was planning this, because the process of brainwashing people, manipulating them, spreading out fake news, propaganda, misinformation, it takes a while. And if you do not combat all of that fake news, propaganda, and misinformation, people have no alternative, no choice but to believe the one-side story. So Ambazonia has an opportunity to tell whatever they want to tell on Facebook, to mislead people, misdirect the general public. Meanwhile, there is no one on Facebook to counter their narrative. And that is why, Una countryman, me, the Kumkumasa, I keep pleading every single day for either individual patriots to come on Facebook and help us, in combating the fake news and the manipulation and the radicalization that is happening on Facebook. I am pleading with the Cameroon government all the time. invest in this sector of communication, because if you leave it without any counter, you leave your own population misinformed. And if you do not provide them with the rightful information at the right time, they make uninformed decisions, and then they fall into this trap of self-destruction. That is what has been happening in the Anglophone zone. Our people are responsible for killing our own people. We are destroying our own properties, roads, hospitals, children's lives, beheading people. Only our own children are doing that to ourselves because they are manipulated, because they are brainwashed, and because they have no alternative voice to inform them of the realities of what is happening. Because when you go on Facebook, you can only hear Ambazonia, Ambazonia, Ambazonia. You do not hear the other side. You do not hear, because there is no presence of, messages coming from the Cameroon government to educate its people. So they are forced to listen to only one side of the story and make up their mind based on only what the Ambazonians are saying on Facebook. But I digressed. So, Tapang Ivo on the 18th of November 2018, 11 months ago, started sowing the seeds for exporting this terrorism into the Francophone zone. He said they should visit municipialities, visit hotels, visit the ministries. And he is very clear in the instructions that he's giving. He is telling his Amba boys and the terrorists to go and bomb these places that civilians work in. The ministries, the hotels, the municipialities. Municipialities are places that students go and they reside. That's where students live before they go to school. He wants his terrorists to go and bomb these places to cause maximum chaos in the Francophone zone. And clearly, this Njasang Nji story tells you how much he succeeded, because all he needs to do is radicalize one person. He doesn't need an army, just one person with the right skills, with the right desperate situation in life, with the right mental disorder, with the right skills to fabricate weapons and IEDs. And that person can be sent on a suicide mission. Like Njasang Nji, he goes out there, maybe he blows up a ministry, or blows up a municipality, or blows up a hotel. Is that the time that the Cameroon authorities will then sit up and realize that this is a national emergency? Is that when they blow up those places? Because if the Cameroon government was on Facebook actively fighting these Ambazonians, they would, gather the right information. They will know what they are planning before it happens. So now you will be well prepared and armed and ready to combat it, because they are actively, openly talking about what they want to achieve. They want to achieve maximum chaos in the Francophone zone. That is what Tapang Ivo is there saying, preaching on Facebook every single day. Tapang Ivo goes on to explain how he controls Cameroon government and says that they are controlling Cameroon using Facebook. He brags about it, and it is true. It is a fact that they have been able to cause this much destruction in Cameroon just using Facebook. And in 3 years, almost 3 years today, I still don't see how the Cameroon government is combating them on Facebook. I don't see it. Maybe you know something I don't know. I am on Facebook every single minute, except for when I'm sleeping, and I don't see the presence. How are they combating this thing on Facebook? I don't know it. I keep begging them. I keep begging every single person I meet, come on Facebook, let us fight this terrorism. Tapang Ivo said it best. Wanna listen?
The good thing about us is that we use Facebook to control a country. It's funny. We use Facebook to control a country. Facebook, it tells you that the country is finished. We have used Facebook without stepping our feet on Ambazonia to destroy La Republic's economy. The gangster economy. We paid our taxes to a country that uses the money to buy guns to kill our women and children. Of course, we would destroy that kind of an economy. An economy that does not benefit the civilians, the citizens, is useless. the country is useless. I'm saying this is a system that has existed for nearly 40 years. It is a recycling regime. It is a gangster regime. Don't like it, hate the regime. Don't like the regime. Ambazonians, this one like university. University. I never thought I said that's a school. No, I say university.
So by this time, now Friday, 27th of September 2019, and Agent Chukuchuku Day inside moto at the drive to Yaoundé. At the back, Njasang Nji and other elements from the Semil and the Gendarmerie, where they accompany for go for Yaoundé for give you extra protection just in case Njasang Nji decide for try for kill them again. So as they drive to Yaoundé, another time that way, I don't ask Agent Chukuchuku say make it continue for the interview Njasang Nji for find out more information. So now Agent Chukuchuku ask Njasang Nji about SCDP. Wonders, my country people them. Now that time where Njasang Nji now start talk. It talk say he be get plans for bomb SCDP for Yaoundé. So it be the camp for Douala so for can collect money, ammunition and weapons for go carry out some of the terrorist atrocities them. It say it be don't already use some of the money where they send them to ye from America by Franklin Vella. It be don't use some of that money for buy IEDs. It don't already prepare two bombs. It don't already prepare them. The bombs the day for your house, for Yaoundé. Now that time that way, Agent Chukuchuku say, what? He said, just 1 second, may I call my boss. So he call the boss, the chief of Semil for Yaoundé. He say, boss, guess what? This man, not only is he a bomb-making expert, but he get 2 live bombs for your house, for some quartier for Yaoundé. He say, me una prepare immediately, me una prepare a team when a bomb disposal experts for be ready for MINDEF, the Ministry of Defense, at immediate notice. So as soon as we arrive inside Yaoundé, we go there for Yaoundé in about 3 or so hours. As soon as I arrive inside Yaoundé, I can straight for MINDEF. We can carry them, and then we'll go for this money house for go take out those 2 bombs. The way it don't already build them, keep them for day. For your house, it get bombs inside your house. Now that time that way, all man start panic. At that time, because I'm not sure say we don't ever see this kind of nonsense for Cameroon. So they get for call the bomb disposal unit for be at red alert because say they are bringing someone who is coming to take them to the house where there are 2 live bombs. And then they no fit detonate or disarm the bombs them for your house, for your quartier, because it could risk other people their lives. So they get for go for day, go remove the explosives, the IEDs them, take them, go to a safe location, and then disarm them for day. So now they plan that. So they hurriedly call the bomb disposal unit for Yaoundé. They be on standby. As Agent Chukuchuku arrive with Njasang Nji, the funniest thing I say, many of the military personnel, even the bomb disposal experts of the day, the only question where they want known and say, how did you catch this man? How will I even know the plans the way this man be get them? So they will not capture he alive. So they talk. It explain everything where it don't happen. So now wait that way it happen. So as they arrive for Yaoundé with Agent Chukuchuku and Njasang Nji take them, go for your house, go show them Musa with the 2 live bombs the day. As they drive towards the house, he first tell them, say, make they stop. It tell all man say, make no man, he no take his mobile phone enter a house. It's a yeast yourself where it live inside a house, it no fit use the mobile phone inside your own house. Any person where he understand how explosives they work, he know exactly what that one it mean. Because the mobile phones that they use now, what they call and say radio frequencies, RF energy, and radio frequencies, they fit set off a bomb. And now why that way? They know they ever accept, even in some gas stations, them like some petrol stations, them they tell you say, may you not use your mobile phone for day, because if it's set off, actually the energy where your mobile phone they produce, it be very low, it be negligible, but like more powerful radio transmitters, them they fit ignite even petrol. They fit ignite and set off explosives. So it don't tell all man say, may they not even bring their phone anywhere near your own house. Say, yes, yourself not to use the phone inside your house. So all man get to move the phone, they put them for one motor. And then now as they go inside the house, it tell all man, say me they be very careful as they move the explosives them. It be don't already arm someone them. It tell them say, as the explosives they inside motor, make no man no even gallop the motor, because if you gallop the motor, the tiniest bit of movement, if it set off the dynamite. Interesting thing. Now say dynamite, now some Swedish scientists be invent them in the 18-something, hundreds of years ago. Some of your own family members, they be die from explosion of that dynamite for a factory. And now the same man, I think now Albert or now Alfred Nobel, now the same man where he start the Nobel Peace Prize. So, but I digressed. So now, I go play with the video of Njasang Nji as it explain the dynamite and the explosives the way they be there for your house. When I listen.
ED or the pipe bomb, improvised explosive. No, this is the dynamite. Sorry, this is the dynamite. This is the IED. Let me take out the dynamite so you see. Dynamite with the trigger charge.
You're supposed to remove the trigger charge.
No.
The most dangerous is this.
This
This is the most dangerous.
you put this in here.
Separate them.
It's separated. They cannot. It's
I know,
useless.
I know.
It's that if it gets hot or. And then I should show the pipe bomb, right? My name is Njasang Nji. I was going to, I got these things from Commander Cinnamon in Batibo. This is the dynamite, which takes the trigger charge over there. Look, I'm not going to do it. You take this, you put this end, from what he said, you put this end inside the dynamite. And then whether by cell phone or by battery, it can explode. This is a IED, improvised explosive device. It's already charged. He sent it like that also. All you have to do is connect either these two to this battery right here. Yes.
So my country people them. And I sorry me say I the chop. But all this work, it make man hungry. Now see, I know they even chop no better at himself. Now Chinese chop this way man the chop him, and yes, now seafood this, prawns. I love seafood. But anyways, so after we discover all this plan, by the 29th of September 2019, a day before the national dialogue will start for Yaoundé, we don't get the full picture now about what way Njasang Nji will be planned for Douam. And luckily for we stop he. We stop he using Facebook, detective and intelligence work from country people and the agents of Semil, especially one specific agent. I don't really tell Una. If Una want to find out the specific agent, Una message country people. Una get my number, Una get the website and everything. The telephone number na +44 749 519 8739. So now, we quickly decide, say, may we not let no man know about this incident. The very close call, say, Ambazonians, they will get a terrorist, a suicide terrorist inside Yaoundé, prepared for die. But before one die, who knows how many people them if I take along with thee? It be the plan for go unleash hell onto 2 gendarmerie brigade them, using 2 semi-automatic weapons them with extended magazine clips. So we decide for keep the whole thing top secret. Because we will know say if we release that kind of information to the general public, it will create panic. And now all that way the Ambazonians they want for create chaos and panic. As the national dialogue will be the approach, we know if we take chances. Me, una countryman. Now one of the people in that way, we don't they work really hard for a very long time for say make this national dialogue arrive and also make it be successful. So, regardless of what way any person talk, me I probably be now one of the first people them or the only people them way with my whole being, my soul, my flesh, my life. I dedicate time for make sure to make that dialogue happen, make it be successful, and make peace and normalcy a return to Cameroon. Despite all the noise where other people they talk about una countryman, but that I no go leave and make it distract me. So we decide for keep them secret, so that make the national dialogue go on smoothly. So my country people them, I go explain something for make me wanna understand the bigger picture. Say inside this so-called Ambazonia, you get multiple factions. Just inside the Federal Republic of Ambazonia, you get the IG number 1, when Sakoi come side. And then you get IG number 2, when Yerima side and Sisiko Ayuktabe. And then you also get so-called Sokadef, when Ebenezer Akwanga Bunga, na inside that. And then you get AGOVC or AGC, when Ayabacho Lucas inside that, where it control the ADF gang on the ground for Cameroon. So Ayabacho Lucas, where it be na so-called president for AGC, his doctrine, it don't always be about 3 things. Number 1, it's a made to make the territory ungovernable. Number 2, it's a made to make economic sabotage. And number 3, it's a made to increase the cost of occupation. May we not think about that one. The second and the third things them say economic sabotage and making or increasing the cost of occupation. Now, with that one I get for understand about this plan for burn down the 2 tankers them for Santa Road on the 21st of September 2019, and also the plans where they get time for burn down SCDP or for bomber. So, Ayabacho Lucas, when the manda where he be in charge of the AGC, now he doctrine that, and Njasang Nji he know very well. And now why that way it makes a lot of sense. Say time when Njasang Nji a be defined person for sponsor and finance the terrorist atrocity for bomb SDP. When he go for Facebook, he go find Tapang Ivo Taanku, where it be affiliated to the AGC. Because Tapang call himself, say he been a so-called spokesperson for the ADF when that terrorist gang on the ground for Cameroon. That makes a lot more sense why he contact a person where he be affiliated to the AGC, Ayabacho Lucas, because of that doctrine to economic sabotage and increase the cost, the so-called cost of occupation. So as they go burn the 2 tankers them for Bamenda for Northwest, what's it happen? It increase now the cost of petrol for all man inside Northwest. Now what's that way happen? So all the people them inside Bamenda, they suffer from their own picking their actions where they go burn the 2 tankers them. People the way they do for Bamenda, they no suffer. I mean for Yaoundé, they no suffer. Now people the way they do inside Bamenda, they suffer. The cost of their petrol, it go up. And they start complaining. So these people they will look for now a possibility or for try for gain the capability for launch a terrorist attack inside Yaoundé for target the biggest petrol dump in Cameroon, SCDP. What's it for happen if they be born SCDP? My country people them.
Visit the mini-cities. Visit mini-cities in Yaoundé and Douala. Visit them. You know the meaning of visit. This is a strategy. Visit mini-cities in Yaoundé and Douala. Visit them. Look at how they are being built. I don't need to explain further. Visit mini-cities and Douala and even hotels in Yaoundé. Visit them. Visit those hotels. Visit mini-cities. Visit the ministries and take strategies from them. Visit Yaoundé and Douala. Visit the hotels. Visit the mini-cities. And you visit the ministries. The ministries are very open. Everyone can visit the ministry. Nangabokos can visit the ministry. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? And they can use the toilets. There are toilets in the ministry. They can use the toilet. It's a free public toilet. Oh. When I not what they talk. I need to talk for kids. Simple. I am not speaking here to kids. I'm speaking to people who understand the language. I'm not talking here to anybody. I'm talking here to people who understand knowledge.
My country people them. Today na Sunday, the 27th of October 2019, and this one na the 4th episode for the story of Njasang Nji, the Ambazonian terrorist bomber. But before we bring una the conclusion and wrap up the whole series, I want to give una 1 or 2 things then for remember. Say after we capture or arrest Njasang Nji for Douala on the 26th of September 2019, the very next day, Njasang Nji realized it is so the game is up. And he talks that he be really impressed at the Cameroon intelligence system. It talks that he be really impressed at how professional and how we be able to identify ye, for lure ye into a trap and then arrest ye. And now why that way he be decide for cooperate and for start give we all other information for tell we about the other bombs them and for try for work with we, because it be so impressed by the professionalism and the intelligence network where we be set them up for capture ye. But the truth for when my country people and say we be lucky. We were very lucky. And my fear, my greatest fear, now say the next Njasang Nji, it will be successful. Because this current Njasang Nji, it don't already fabricate one explosive device where it don't already kill more than 5 people them for O2 village for a Yomojok. So this bombs the way be the bill and nana is second enterprise that way it be want for go kill people them. And this time around it be suicidal. So what happened now, I say, we don't stop this one Njasang Nji now. We don't stop it forever. It no go ever get this opportunity for kill people them again. But my greatest fear now say, if to say we get another kind person like Njasang Nji, maybe it will succeed. So some people they don't can't tell me say this, so we not get for broadcast this information because we give the terrorists them were operating procedures or whatever, or how we go about it. But I see it in a totally different way. Because inside Cameroon, where country people they get this culture of hiding information, even when that information should not be hidden, because you get no advantage of hiding that information from the general public. So why are you hiding it? Time where we will get to keep the information, we don't keep them. For make it no cause panic. The national dialogue, it don't go on and it be successful. But now the national dialogue, it be over more than 1 month now. Now time this for reveal the information to the public, so as for sensitize the general public, for raise awareness and understanding, so that when people they understand what way it go on, they go even be better ready and prepared for help the system, for help the government in dealing with the problems in the country. But when all man it get this kind culture for just the hide information, all man they just take information where it's supposed for help people them, when now for the general good, the good of the masses, but then they take the information, they hide them. Cameroon, not being the first country this way, it don't go through terrorism. We get to learn examples from other countries, like the UK, like the United States, like maybe even Iraq, Afghanistan, where they don't experience terrorism. And then we see how did they deal with it? How were they so successful at eradicating that kind of toxic manipulation, brainwashing, fake news, and all those kind of things? How did they do it? The fact now say the UK, Israel, the USA, they invest large sums of money in communication for talk with their populations for get this problem addressed. Now, one part that for solve the problem, because this thing with Ambazonia terrorism, now communication problem. Forget about the bombs, explosives, guns, or whatever. This problem now communication. Now, because of the lack of communication coming from the Cameroon government, where it even create Ambazonia in the first place. When you know to talk with your people, you know to share information to them, you know to inform them, sensitize them, prepare them for things before they happen, then you leave the people in the dark. Now the people they be forced for make decisions without understanding, without getting the full picture, and then you cannot blame them when they constantly make the wrong decisions. So once again, I plead with every person where they hear me today, say maybe when I can't join with the war is real and is on Facebook. Join we on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube, on WhatsApp. That is the avenue. Now for that way, you go disarm, de-radicalize, dismiss, and defeat Ambazonia on social media. You don't need to buy thousands of guns. You need to buy not just a few hundred mobile phones. So my country people at that national dialogue, obviously, when I hear the speech where Kawa Yannick read them, and I be so proud for talk say I be get something to do with Kawa Yannick life, for prepare you for that moment. Some people the way they don't really understand what it mean. For that honor, where it come out from the highest office in the land, the honor we country people the honor we, the youths, the honor we by giving Kawa Yannick that opportunity for give the keynote speech at the national dialogue. That is the greatest honor where Cameroon, if we ever give any person. that thing it be priceless. No amount of money enough to reach that honor where they give we. So, me I be fulfilled, I be satisfied, I be contented. Say it is so, I be rewarded by the Cameroon government with that honor where they give Kawa Yannick for go stand up there for represent my voice, for represent the voices of all the Amba boys the way they stood there for Bush and the one the way they did for DDR Center and all the other youths where they did for the Anglophone region and all over Cameroon. It represent we because it talk in our minds in the highest possible way for national dialogue where the international community if they listen. The American ambassador be there for day. The French ambassador, the British High Commissioner be there for day. But why that one be important? Just imagine if the terrorists they be succeed. Even if now say they just enter for that national dialogue place with AK-47, they start shoot people them anyhow. Even if they succeed for killing just one person, that is one person too many. It will cause chaos. It will totally cripple and disrupt the whole national dialogue process. And now all we will fulfill the consequences of that action. And now why that way it be important for we to understand the gravity of what we talk about. Forget about even that bomb where they be planned for bomb SCDP. And they still come for that one. But just think about the national dialogue. So probably every person where it be there for that national dialogue, probably it be there in harm's way. And using Facebook and small communication skills and intelligence work behind the scenes, we probably saved so many people's lives at that national dialogue. And now why that way it be vital for we for keep them as a secret until after the dialogue is finished. Now coming back to SCDP. If that bomb it be go off for SCDP, the consequences would have been dire. So when I don't hear for ourselves, as Njasang Nji tell una, how the radicalization it be start. Tapang Ivo don't tell una. Since for November 2018, it don't start talk and say, may they export this terrorism into the Francophone zone. It's into especially Yaoundé and Douala, mini-cities, right? Hotels, right? Ministries. Now, which that way Tapang Ivo don't instruct the Ambazonians them, the gullible, desperate Cameroonians them. So they target mini-cities, hotels, and ministries inside Yaoundé and Douala since last year. And now, with they in a situation where some person don't actually listen to that message, it get the skills and it get the capability for build IEDs and it be ready, suicidal, for go execute them. Luckily for we use Facebook and we'll capture ye alive. And now we understand the full story, how it will happen and what way we don't do them, the impact of what way we don't achieve them in the past few days. We arrest Njasang Nji on the 26th of September 2019. We start talk with ye now on the 20th of September 2019, where it means that just within 6 days, less than 1 week, the operation it will be successful and will stop ye from detonating a bomb in Yaoundé in 6 days. Now the reality that using Facebook, social media. When I don't hear from Njasang Nji, it tell una, it confess about the bombs and the target it be na SCDP. Just imagine if that bomb it be allowed to go off for SCDP, where it get thousands and thousands of liters of petrol and diesel. What would have happened? The diesel and the petrol itself, in that quantity, becomes like an atomic bomb. If it were allowed to go off. May una just imagine, say, about 2 miles or 3 to 4 kilometers radius around USA SCDP Day. Every person within that radius would have been affected immediately if that facility was allowed to go up in flames. And then it would throw out toxic fumes into the air where people they could breathe them miles and miles away. We not take in all those toxic fumes. Wait till things that go happen. Maybe even in a decade's time, we not go start get medical complications, them cancers and all kind of things, them where we not even know. Say now from the consequences, them from that terrorist attack where it happened maybe 10 years ago, where you develop cancer later on. So now just some of the consequences in that. By stopping this one suicidal terrorist bomber, we don't save a lot of lives. And right now, regardless what any person it talk about this platform, about the work we do on country people, that one just becomes noise. Because me, I personally feel satisfied and I be content. Say, wait the way we be the do na the right thing. Because we don't produce results. It be unequivocal. It be undeniable. It be concrete. Say we don't produce results. And a result way, I'm not sure say any other person, if we produce them, if country people, it no become at the right time for create that Facebook page, Tapang Ivo Tanku, Operation Chukuchuku, for launch that operation, create that Facebook page, now by chance. I know we tell una lie when I say, no, now by chance. Say, it just so happened to say, Njasang Nji, it try for contact Tapang Ivo Tanku, it go for Facebook, when it try for search Tapang, instead, it get through now for the page way me I be creating. And as a result of that, that small initiative for create that Facebook page, when a part of the Operation Chukuchuku, that initiative, it don't yield fruits. And every person inside Cameroon now can see for yourself. Now, why that way we don't beg? Say, let the powers that be understand, say this war, this fight to save Cameroon, a day now on Facebook, a day now on social media. If you don't trust me or trust any other activist, that's fine. Create your own platform. Create your own way of getting your own message out. Because when we live and people they listen to a message from one side, they no go get the full picture. And ordinary Cameroonians, they make decisions where they be uninformed. And they make stupid decisions where it lead to self-destruction. And that is the root cause of Ambazonia terrorism. So my country people them, I want to thank each and every single person where you don't listen to this presentation up to now. You don't get from the beginning right to the end of how we do go through from the start, how we communicate with Njasang Nji, and then we arrest him for Douala, and then we find out about the bombs, and then we get the connections with the people the way they sponsor terrorism for Cameroon, like Franklin Vela and that woman Erica Mundi for UK, up to the extent where we go collect the bombs from his house, from Yaoundé, we go defuse them and we deactivate the bombs them, and then we saved thousands and thousands of people's lives. It all started on Facebook. My country people then.
I mean, like, it's funny. We use Facebook to control the country. Facebook, it tells you that the country is finished. We have used Facebook without stepping our feet on Ambazonia to destroy La Republic's economy. We shall keep holding you guys to your cannas. No matter the number of beer in your cannas, we shall hold that cannas.